In Solo Leveling, after the strongest man in America, Thomas Andre, finally acknowledged that he had lost to Jin-Woo, the battle ended without a single casualty, with the sole exception of the man who had set everything in motion, Hwang Dong-Soo. Back in Korea, standing at the top of a building, Jin-Woo noted that he had used Shadow Exchange to swap locations with Beru and turned to the shadowy figure beside him, asking if it had been a while since his last visit to Korea. He looked out over the city of Seoul stretching before them and mentioned that as they stood there, Beru was in America doing everything within his power to heal Jinho. The shadow soldier beside him dropped to one knee, addressed him as his king, and asked to be given a name. Jin-Woo considered it briefly and offered greed, noting that the man had died being consumed by exactly that quality in life. He even turned to Hwang Dong-Soo and asked what he thought of it. The newly named Greed expressed his gratitude. Jin-Woo ordered him immediately to put his head back on the ground, as penance for every crime he had committed while he was alive. The following day, Jin-Woo arrived at the International Guild Conference to find a swarm of reporters gathered outside the venue that he hadn't anticipated. The deputy director of the Hunter Bureau explained that word of his confrontation with Thomas Andre had already circulated widely, and avoiding the spotlight would be essentially impossible at this point. The Bureau had already secured testimony from members of Dong-Soo's party and committed to ensuring the full truth behind the incident came out. Jin-Woo pushed any further thought of Dong-Soo aside. He had come to America for one specific reason, and the moment his questions received answers, he would have no remaining business there. The deputy handed him a pair of wireless earbuds without even a case, explaining they would be used to translate the contents of the presentation for him in real time. Jin-Woo stepped inside the building where the meeting was being held, a room containing the highest-ranking hunters from every nation on Earth. The moment his presence registered, the hunters turned to look at the man who had brought down Thomas Andre. Liu Zhigang caught sight of him from across the room and smiled.